for us.
We organize that.
It's impossible for us also to read 110 or 125.
The object.
No, that's
And
not it.
it is-
We'll organize amongst ourselves.
Please
Manoj.
take- Just one.
Same point.
We only want 5. We would have preferred 1, but possibly it may not be possible. You select the 5. Others will be treated as disposed of or will be treated as. Just 1 minute, please. Treated as. Just 1 minute, please. Can we have some decorum? Just 1 minute, please. Can we have some decorum? Just 1 minute, please. Can we have some decorum? Whichever one you select, please select and inform them within 1 day. Maybe by Saturday, you inform them that these are the 5 which will. Other writ petitions will be treated as either applications or should be treated as disposed of wherever you. And we are not going to now mention the name of the parties. They will be all referred to.
WAQF amendment bill.
In the WAQF amendment bill. By what WAQF amendment act?
That's right. Kamala, may I have?
Chief, there is a writ petition challenging the.
2 minutes. Let him say 2 minutes.
Nobody will say anything.
2 minutes each.
Without, nobody will say anything. This is not a place where you can.
One submission below.
Let him.
Not only one submission.
1 minute, please. That's it. I don't want any more discussion. One, and number 2, please appoint a noble counsel amongst yourself to whom all the papers can be given and who will be filing the rejoinder.
Manoj, your lordships have said
Lord, there is an
by
intervention
user
by the-
declared or registered.
May be allowed.
Either declared or registered, Manoj.
Intervention.
Both
I just.
declared or registered, including work by use.
Exactly.
Oh, including, that's fine. Then.
Including work by use.
That's fine then. Kindly make that clear.
I know what I'm declaring.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Lordship's item
One
57.
sentence, fellows, one more sentence. That 3C, 1, 2 and proviso, it's self-executory when the law came into force.
No.
When the law came into force.
We have
Self-executory.
That's all.
Intervention.
Lordship, state government. Lord, I'm representing the state government. I'm
1
representing.
minute, please.
Intervention.
May I suggest?
Intervention.
1 minute, Mr. Chair.
Lord,
I remember that.
I'm representing of the states.
I don't remember. It's not so bad.
I'm requesting for the state
1
government.
minute, please. Now 1 minute, please. Similarly, on your side, please appoint a noble counsel.
And including.
Correct?
Including, yes.
On your side, please give us the list of councils. who
Will do.
will argue.
Yes, we'll do.
And the list of councils who will be arguing.
Well,
We can't allow.
I
everybody
agree,
to argue.
Manoj, we'll do that.
We cannot allow everybody to argue.
Interventions may formally be allowed. Item 57, my lord, is a substantive writ.
Instead of disposing the
State
petition,
government
have
have
only
a
five
stake in the
council
matter.
argue.
They should have been.
Well, let the petition, let
Let
the
the
five
petition
council
remain,
will
5
argue.
council will argue only. That's much
That
better.
my learned friend is right. 5
Lordship's
council.
item 57.
Right now, it is agreed by the council for the petitioners that they will identify 5 writ petitions which will be treated as lead cases. So other writ petitions will be treated as applications filed in those writ petitions.
Lordship's item 57 is a substantive writ, my lords.
1
Substantive
minute,
writ.
please.
Let the writ petitions remain, which will be 5 council. Because
That is
now, the point is, it may not be in the main petition, but there are non-Muslims who have been
Only 5 council will argue for us.
No, Mr. Dhawan, I'll tell you the reason. No, Mr. Dhawan, I'll tell you the reason. The difficulty is with this large number of petitions and continuous flow of petitions even today. I've marked some case matters for 28 today also.
Well, it doesn't matter. We'll argue that question of law in any case.
We can argue the question of.
My lord, now, no,
Lordship, the substantive challenge to the 95 Act is there in item 57, my lords, on threshold of secularism.
1 minute, please.
Sharia is being applied to the state lands, my lords, in non,
We are aware of that.
those may be kept upside, my lords.
total council to both sides so that it is legal organized.
Right now, the petition challenging the amendments made, the earlier amendments.
The 95 Act.
The 95 Act.
The 90.
The WAQF Act 1995 and the amendments made in 2013 shall be separately shown
I'm grateful.
in the cause list. So stop. It will be open to now, Mr. Mehta,
Mr.
which
Ajaz.
way will you filing the reply?
Your lordship may fix the date, I will not seek extension.
No, will you file the reply to that?
I will not wait for them to select 5. I will keep the title blank.
Okay.
My affidavit will be
Okay,
ready.
it will be separately shown in the cause list. Liberty is granted to the petitioners. As a special case, liberty is granted to the petitioners who have filed writ petitions challenging to 2025 amendment to file response to the said writ petitions. Stop. The Union of India may also file, Union of India and other response, state governments may also file reply to these writ petitions.
And
within-
work boards.
And the work board may file reply to these writ petitions within a period of 7, briefly reply to these writ petitions within a period of 7 days. Full stop. Rejoinder, if any, within
Lordship.
5 days thereafter, after
Lordship.
service of the replies through counter affidavit.
Lordship.
Full stop. Next page. Next. The as a the both the sides, that is the petitioners and the response, will appoint nodal counsel, to whom so service will be effective. The details of the nodal counsel will be
Mr. Ajaz,
furnished.
put from our side. Kanu Agarwal on our side.
Just give it. The details
We'll
of
give it,
the
we'll give it to them.
okay. Both the petitioners and the respondents have appointed nodal counsels for effective service and for filing of pleadings. The name and details are as under.
Right.
Right now. You also gave your nodal
Yes,
counsel.
Mr. Vishnu Jain.
My lord, as far as the reply by work board is concerned, there are so many work boards.
Let them,
that
let them,
the Union government.
let them, if somebody wants to work, let them work.
We may be at odds with the
The,
He talks about the scheduled
Right.
tribes,
Right.
protection. But I am representing those scheduled tribes, Lord, who have been protected.
you may file your reply.
So, Lord, I
I said, fine, no, not required.
my,
We clarify that the hearing fixed on the next day will be only a preliminary, it will be a hearing will be a preliminary hearing for directions and if required, an interim order.
Obliged, deeply obliged.
But now,
Deeply obliged.
on the lighter side, the lordships having changed the name in Ray so-and-so, now new petitions will stop.
Very deeply obliged. Your Lordship.
The cost title in all the writ petitions, the 5 writ petitions would read as in Ray 2025. 20, the Work Amendment Act 2025, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Obliged.
May take up, your lordship must take up. I am requesting your lordship to examine. Allow me, my lord, allow me. And to be fair,
Just wanted to clarify, as far as the petitions filed before the president.
No, I'm not on it.
Concerned, just ignore it.
ignorable, I'm not, my lord, saying, my lord, but to be fair to them also, my lord, to be fair to them. Because it is a question where your lordship needs assistance. Because it would affect, my lord, either large number of innocent people, their right to land, their right to property, and at the same time, my lord, the contentions with the petitioners are raised. And to be fair to them, my lord, they also did not get, my lord, sufficient, my lord, opportunity or
We are not
satisfactory.
deciding the matter, Mr.
My lord, your lordships are taking a very serious and harsh step, my lord, in staying partly indirectly or in whichever way, my lord, one may call it, my lord, some statutory provisions without complete assistance, my lord. My lord, my request is this. I am coming directly to my request. My lord, allow me to place within a week, and I promise your lordships it would come before your lordships within a week. My lord, my preliminary reply, my lord, some material with documents to show, statutes to show how, my lord, this came into picture. My lord, this is not, my lord, we respect, my lord, a matter where lordship would also like to consider on prima
Mr.
facie
Mehta, Mr.
reading.
Mehta, it's like this. We had a particular situation, maybe there are infirmities in that situation, and I put it across very clearly. Certain infirmities which were there. We also said there are certain positive things.
I understand, my lord, I understand, I fully
It's not
understand.
that, and we, let me also very clearly put it, somebody did say there should be complete stay, we said nothing to it, cannot be any stay. At the same time, we don't want the situation to change.
Lord,
Because, just one, we don't want the situation, whatever situation today is prevailing, should change so drastically that it affects, it affects, no, please. There are provisions, like the provisions which you have enacted, that 5 years. We are not staying that. We are not staying that because that can be dealt with. That can be, we are not staying anything like that. All that we want to do is, normally, you are right, absolutely. One of the thumb rules which the courts apply, we don't stay the legislations when the previous stage. At the same time, there's another thumb rule also, that normally when the matter is pending consideration before the court,
Please
the
speak up.
situation,
Speak up.
the situation as it is prevailing today should continue so as not to upset the rights of the party.
Please
So
take,
therefore, we
Can I-
suggested two options.
yes.
We suggested two things. You had yesterday said with regard to registration.
Lord, I'm not on merits. Let me complete my request to your lordships. But I'm not saying that your lordships may not take up or may not stay partly or fully. Lord, even for the purpose of deciding what will be the fallout of your lordship's order, also your lordship will need some documents. I'm saying it with a sense of responsibility, that if your lordships were to say something about the WAQF by usual, Lord, what will be the fallout of that? Please hear us, my Lord.
So we are hearing you.
Allow me to place, my Lord, material on record. My Lord, 1 week, nothing would change, my Lord. 1 week, nothing can change, my Lord.
But then, stay off, as far as appointment of boards is concerned,
Not make any appointments, my Lord. I make a statement.
appointment of boards and councils is concerned, 1, 2. Number 3 is with regard to WAQF in use, wherever the properties have been already declared as registered properties.
If it is declared, my Lord, if it is registered, that's the
No,
distinction.
no, no, one. Registered in terms of section 36 of the 1995 Act. I'm not talking about registration now. I'm not talking about registration now.
Let me take instructions on the last part, and I'll possibly able to, my Lord, say yes to.
And
I don't want
there
to
is
change
normally-
position.
Yes, that's all. We don't want the position to change.
Position, government does not want to overreach your lordship's jurisdiction.
No, there's no question of overreaching.
I know, your lordship.
And I don't, I do not, we never said, look, Parliament makes laws, executive decides and execute the laws, judiciary. We strictly go by that. pattern.
One line, only
But,
one
but,
line.
but Parliament is entitled to a
Correct?
fair, reasonable, it's
Hang on,
Parliament, not
one minute,
will of the people.
one minute.
Will of the people.
1 minute, please.
10 days,
One-
15 days, Parliament will not be
Okay,
given.
okay, fine. We,
After 15 days,
okay, fine, we'll do that. But in the meanwhile, no appointments to
but
the board.
nothing, no heavens
I'll
will
make
fall.
a
Okay,
statement.
fine.
No heavens will fall.
Okay, fine. No appointments to the board, no appointments to the council,
I make a statement.
and no changes as far as
Registered works are concerned.
Concerned.
If,
That's part of law. That's the law.
that's part of the law, my Lord. And if there is any,
Make us say something about registration. My Lord, what is being today said is that hereafter no work will be registered without registration of the document. It will not be registered.
oh,
by the-
fine, clarify that. So then,
The earlier
Lord,
law
if
existed
any,
from 1923, 1924, and penalties were imposable even then. I can show
not penalty, jail terms.
And
Mr. Ajit Kumar, please.
so therefore,
Well, Mr. Ajit Kumar, this is not correct. Mr. Tushar Mehta is on his legs.
no,
Lord, I am only earnestly
1 minute,
requesting,
1 minute. We got no difficulty, Mr. Mehta. We got no-
within a week, my reading of the provision,
1 minute, please. Not
my
like this.
reading of the provision is within a week, nothing can happen even if government wants to. And
Oh,
if not somebody is aggrieved, somebody can always come.
appointments are not
oh,
happening.
1 minute.
Appointment is in my hands, my Lord, I can tell your lordship, my Lord.
Correct. That, no,
Appointment will-
no. State governments are also there. The state governments may not be in your hands. The central government is to appoint the bench.
State government.
Please, Mr. Ajit Kumar, please. You're not representing all the states. Are you representing all the states?
Representing some
Correct,
state, I can
correct.
say for my.
So therefore, please, as far as council, can we
But
have?
I can make a statement. If before your lordship hears, if any state which is not represented makes any state appointment, may be treated as void. My lord,
Okay, fine. And as far as,
can't be, my lord, more
correct,
candid than this.
correct. And as far as the works which have been already